Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going through new releases for Gacha games in February 2023. Now, there's one game that actually just came out just before February that I missed for January. Then we got one game confirmed to be releasing in February and another very large profile beta starting in February as well. Then I'll go through a couple other games that I think we should be seeing some information about, if not release, at least a beta in February. Hopefully, we'll have to wait and see. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first game I want to look at is Zoldout. Now, this actually launched like 2 days ago. I played it a little bit. I couldn't get into it enough to go ahead and make a deep video on it myself. The combat systems are really unique. You have different weapons that you craft on your characters. Your characters have movement spaces, and then they can use their different weapons depending on what you've drawn to go ahead and, you know, that's basically your combat. You have different characters that move around to different spots. You equip different weapons into your arsenal. The weapons you have determine what you can use on each character's turn and stuff like that. It's actually a really cool combat style. I think it was just the aesthetics and the presentation didn't quite get me overly excited for it. I don't know. I think it's a very unique combat, and it's definitely one to try out. If you like what you see, definitely worth a try. The strategic side to it actually seemed pretty decent. Like I said, I can't put my finger on it. It's just something that I didn't quite get into myself. But if you want, my man FG3000 did a really good summary on this in his video, so I'll leave that linked in the description. You can go check it out. FG is just amazing at just going through just a first impressions of a new game. So go check that out if you're more interested in playing this one, but it is out now and you can play it if you want. Like I said, we did miss this coming in January. I had no idea about this game, but quite solid, but just not my style 100%. So then we move on to February, and on February 10th, we have the Honkai Star Rail closed beta. Now, a lot of assumptions out there that the game could launch on March 7th to match up with the character on screen with the camera, which is March 7th. But, you know, who knows when it actually launches. All I'm excited for is the beta first up. I'm going to be playing that a lot on this channel. If I get into the beta, I'll stream it. I'll let you guys know everything. I'll try and min-max it. And that's pretty much from Feb 10. Going to be most of my time during the days is going to be grinding out Honkai Star Rail. If you want to have a look into gameplay, I did a first impressions from the second closed beta. Then I go into the basics of all the combat systems and stuff like that. You can check the Star Rail playlist on this channel and you'll find some more about that. As for pre-registrations, so this was something else I wanted to touch on. Before, when this first came out, when they had the beta sign up, this was just for a sign up for a beta. And I mean, within the first like 8 hours, was at 1 million. Now it's at 1.4 million. But they've also then, I guess, merged it in to also be the pre-registration. So even if you're not too stressed about playing in the beta and you just want to wait for the release, go over here and sign up, because I guess this is also now the pre-registration, unless I just completely missed that when I first covered the beta announcement. But yeah, this is also pre-registration. So go down there and pre-register so that we can get all the goodies for when the game actually launches. So that is Star Rail. I'm super pumped for this one. It's going to be a fun month once we hit February 10. Then moving on from that, on February 27th, you can see here we have Limbus Company. Now, Limbus Company is one that it's a very unique sort of RPG. Once again, kind of like Zoldout, it's just one that doesn't strike me as something that I'm really interested in. I know my man Borkano has been talking about this one for a while, and he's really closely watching it. So I'll leave a link to Borkano's channel as well. I'll leave a link to a video where he talks about it as well, because if he's going to play it, he's just another legend in the community. So get around Borkano and check that one out. But, you know, this one, like I said, it appears from what I've been hearing from him specifically that it's going to be a very in-depth RPG, a lot of classic RPG features and stuff like that, so really in-depth gameplay. But once again, for me, it just doesn't look like something that gets me overly excited. I will test it out and see how it goes. But once again, that one is coming on February 27th, so we'll have to see how that one goes. Okay, and that's all that we have confirmed for February this year. So that is all the games that we have confirmed information about. We've got Zoldout obviously out already, Honkai Star Rail beta, and Limbus Company launching on the 27th. Now we're getting into some more fringe stuff that is just Gacha news I want to let you guys know about. So on the screen here, we have a video from Chaotic. It's the shout out day. We got FG, we got Balkano. I thought, let's just put this game in here to round it out with Chaotic. So go show these guys some love. I have massive respect for all three of these guys, and they make fantastic content. Chaotic is one who puts in so much effort into researching games and stuff like that, especially coming out of China. He has great connections. And I just wanted to mention this one because this is Project Snow, which is a game I was lucky enough to play a beta in last year, but it was a global beta, meaning that it also had an NDA, so I couldn't produce any content. But if you're curious about this game, it's a third-person shooter gacha game, which I think is just really cool. Chaotic actually has some videos from the Chinese version beta that he played, and I just wanted to put this one in here because not because it's February news, but because there is some indication that we could be having a global beta this year, and that it could possibly be launching at a similar time to the CN version, which would be absolutely huge for me because I'm the guy who just, it's always a downer on a game for me personally when the CN version or the Korean version or the JP, whatever foreign version, has been out for like 6 months, and then we come into global and it's like there's no creativity. Everything's decided, you got to save for this for 6 months, and it always burns me out of games. So I wanted to let you guys know that. Well, like I said, I'll leave a link to this video. Chaotic goes through a bunch more information about this game. If you guys are interested in it, this is just one that I've been watching since last year when I got into the beta, and I'm really excited for this one to come out. Probably not even in the first half, but I just wanted to let you guys know that news because I have had some people ask me about this one. Next up, I wanted to touch on Higan Eruthyll. Now, this one has just hit 700k pre-registrations. I played the beta for this. When was the beta? It was like end of the year last year. It was actually really solid, really well polished. I feel like a few of their core systems just need some number adjustments and stuff like that. But besides that, this game really well presented. Characters look fantastic. Weapons look fantastic. And just in general, I just had fun playing it. The combat, it was one of those combats where you feel like you have to play it on manual to optimize. And it just felt good playing it on manual. So I'm really looking forward to this game. I feel like just in the state it was in for the beta, it shouldn't be too far away from some sort of maybe a second beta just to final polish things off. If not, hopefully we can find out some information about a release date sometime here at the end, towards the end of this month at least. But yeah, this one just an all-round solid game that I enjoyed. If you want to check out the video, it's in a playlist by itself, just one video, but hey, it's still there. But yeah, this game's solid. I feel like it's at that point where it should be fairly close to getting a release. On their Twitter, they're still only really doing just the 1 a week posts with the pre-registration link. I'd expect this to ramp up sometime in February, and then we can get closer to an actual release date. But that is Higan Eruthyll. And then finally, one I had to put in here because we've been talking about this game for about a year, and that is Harry Potter Magic Awakened. It actually looks like a really decent PvP type game that if they design it right, it could be absolutely fantastic. This thing has been in development forever. I just wanted to touch on it because we're almost at the 2 million pre-registrations. 5 million is where it's got set. So we're not even halfway there. I have no idea when this game is launching, but I always get people asking me, hey, what about that Harry Potter game? It had a beta towards the late last year. I feel like September, October. But I have no idea, guys. I just wanted to put this one in here because this game's release date is becoming a bit of a meme to me. I think I first put it on a monthly thing when it came onto pre-registration like a year ago, and we're still waiting. But all around, I think this game's actually going to be really solid. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan myself, but like I said, the gameplay looks pretty decent. So we'll have to wait and see, but that is just a quick update on Harry Potter. So that is going to be it for this one, guys. That's it for February. Like I said, 3 games that will be playable, one of them being only a beta, and then some other ones that I'm hoping we can get some info for in the not too distant future. But as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day. I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.